Good morning.
Okay, it's on now.
Good morning. This is John Lamb. I'm reporting down here from Las Vegas Federal Courthouse. We got some new dates. This is day 10 of the jury trial. We have not had the jurors at all in the courtroom at all today, or a witness so far on the stand. We'll go over some of these motions that were being brought up by the defense team today. It has been really a big day and a good day for the defense team again. We have had nothing but arguments of motions all day long so far. And like I said, none of the jurors have been in the room, no witnesses so far, just all arguments and emotions. We're still arguing over this missing information that the prosecution has failed to release to us of FBI reports and stuff. One of the things that seems very interesting to me today that I took out of this is that the government today gave a 15-page threat analysis that has been wrote up by the prosecution or the FBI. They've turned it over this morning. It's brand new. Turned it over to the defense. There's no date on it, not even a date. And the defense team wants to know when this was issued. It just vaguely talks about different dates in the past, in 2012, and some of it's even as far back as 2008. We know that several of these reports were given back then before the impoundment. But this report looks like it's been freshly written. It doesn't even look like it's an old report, a report that's been missing. And the defense team wants to know the date of this report and who issued the report, who is the one that wrote it up, and how does it fit into this? Mr. Whipple said, with all the thousands and thousands of pages of discovery, today is the first day he's actually got to see this one. This is brand new as of today. The government has been trying to keep out all this, claiming they don't have it, they can't find it, there's no such thing as it. But as Ryan Payne's attorney today pointed out, there are two witnesses that already have said that this information existed. They referred to it in their testimonies, and still the prosecution claims that it does not exist and they don't have it. It seems like the government just keeps records to benefit itself. That's one of the biggest questions here. Why isn't this stuff relevant? Why isn't it available? Where did it go to? The defense team wants to know this kind of stuff. And the government keeps claiming it isn't going to help the defense anyway. It has nothing to do with this case. It's irrelevant. They don't need it in the first place. Well, how do we know we don't need it if we don't have it? That's the big question. Why are we taking their word for it? The government has been lying from day one on this case, and it's been proven in this courtroom in the last 10 days. They keep bringing up the snipers. They keep bringing up the video cameras, how it's not relevant to this case. Stephen Myrie today even stated that it doesn't matter if there was 1,000 BLM agents and law enforcement agents pointing guns at these protesters. It doesn't matter. They still had no right to self-defense. They had no right to be out there protesting the way they protested. They had a First Amendment zone set up. That's where they belonged inside of. These protesters violated all this. They threatened federal officers, is his argument. And all of this, up until now, has nothing to do with all of these missing documents. We know that there was bags and bags of shredded documents that the government has still continued to disclaim, that they don't know nothing about it. And we still can't find the witnesses to corroborate what Dan Love has said, because they have refused to give these names and refused to allow these witnesses on the stand. I don't know what witnesses are going to be added to the witness list of yet. It hasn't been made public. But Dan Hill, Ammon Bundy's attorney, made an announcement today that he would like to amend the witness list. I'm going to assume that witness list could include Nadia Ahmed, I don't know for sure yet, but that's the way it could appear, because they are definitely, the prosecution team has been hiding stuff with the fact that this prosecuting attorney, assistant prosecutor that's been on this case this whole time, she was at the standoff. She was there days before. She was involvement in the civil allegations against Mr. Bundy from way back. So there's a ton of stuff that's still being disclosed even as of today. We are hoping the jurors get to come into the room shortly after lunch here. We had an early lunch break. We're supposed to be back in there at 12:30 Nevada time here, and we're going to bring Mr. Petrie back up on the stand. He's going to still finish with the questioning the defense has, and they have a lot of questions they plan on asking him regarding this threat analysis that's been given out by multiple parties. They have other questions they want to ask him. If he recalls some of this new discovery that was brought out today that he should have known as being the #1 attorney involved in the civil allegations against Mr. Bundy. And so a lot of new stuff is coming out. We're looking forward to the rest of the day, but it's definitely looking good for the defense at this time, and it really has shown us some more good evidence on what this prosecution has been hiding all along. And I know there's going to be more coming out the way things are going. I wanted to make an announcement. I haven't heard yet from Portland, Oregon, but Daryl Thorne, his sentencing is happening right now in Portland, Oregon. We expect that he's possibly going to get 33 months with this sentencing, but we do not know yet what that outcome is. At least I haven't been told. I made a few phone calls over there before this live stream, but currently they are still in that sentencing as we're speaking. So hopefully we'll have you an update about him later on today. Keep praying for all these guys. There's some strong guys up here in this courtroom. They're fighting strong. This is the time they've been looking forward to prove their innocence, to get the full truth out, as Ryan Bundy's been saying. Thanks again, everybody. God bless. Keep praying for us. We'll see you later tonight.